Namaste, beautiful beings. This is Blended Pearl, and welcome to the Celestial Channeling and Oracular Consciousness. I'm just waiting to see and feel into what the universe really wants me to share with you. And the thing that comes to mind right now is we're in Libra season. Libra is about beauty, it's about balance, about harmony. It's about seeing you in me and me in you. It's also about truth and justice. And when we look into the world with these eyes of balance and harmony and beauty, we can see the natural world itself is beautiful, nature herself. But when we look into the world that humanity has created, there's a sense of imbalance. The beauty has been lost. The justice has been lost. And it feels like an important time for us within our own self to come to that place of inner equilibrium, inner harmony, inner beauty, learning to love ourselves so unconditionally, purely, so that when we are in love with ourselves, the others that are in our lives, we can be in love with them too. And that's what I feel this Venus Libra energy is all about. It's about love. It's love within you and it's love for the other. And how can we instill that love for the other when there is no true love within inside of ourselves? So let us explore that energy and understand what that means to discover true, pure love, and not even unconditional, because that word condition still lives within that word of unconditional. So let us find pure love, a love that is eternal and infinite and has no conditions bound to it in any way. Let us take a moment here to bring our hands over our heart, because your heart is really that place of your home, the place where you can feel love, or at least feel that beating heart which loves you, even if your state of mind is not in a state of love. The heart beating is this way of spirit gently beating within you, this rhythm of love. Maybe this is all we need too, is to be quiet for a moment, to find ourselves maybe out in nature. That's always a good place to be. And rest our hands on our heart. And maybe the question is, how do I love myself? Is my life how I experience it? Those that are in my life, are they reflecting back to me the disharmonies that I feel inside of me? So let us look inside and ask the true one that exists, not the mind space, because that's the one that will trip you up and tell you all kinds of stories, the greatest trickster of your life. The mind can obviously be a very powerful tool, a powerful ally, when used in the most appropriate and positive way. But let us fall into this place of our heart now and let the mind slip away. And ask your true self, the one that's above all the ways of thinking, that's not underneath all the ways of the world, who is free and liberated. And asking how your love for you can be a love for all, can be a love for others, especially those in your immediate environment. This Libra energy is going to pull up onto our relationships, and we're going to see our relationships, and those relationships are going to reflect back to you, your own imbalances held within inside of yourself. So if you are experiencing, going through a journey with something, someone, other beings, what reflection are you being shown to you? What are you being asked to see? Because your soul has chosen this experience for you. What are you asking to learn, to love more about you? So even though we may get irritated, aggravated, angry, rageful, or hurt in any way from another or other beings, maybe the greatest story is that lives within. And I do say, do we want to be the change that the world so readily needs? In order to be that changed, we need to change from within. It's no good doing the surface things on the outside. It's actually going deeper within, accessing that part that feels wounded in some way. Maybe sitting quietly, sitting here with me, asking your own heart, how can you love thee more so, more readily, more open-heartedly? And even from this place of the heart, as you look into the world and see those relationships, the ones that you're currently experiencing, what do they reflect to you? And how can you see what's been reflected to you is helpful to you, helpful for you in your own soul's evolution? So Libra is about the highest realization. How can you step into harmony within you? That realization, to create then that higher realization of seeing that each being in your life is that reflection to you. And so when you're in love with you, when you are in that place of a higher realization, those in life are reflecting back to you that equal, that harmonic essence, that true love. It's like seeing yourself in a mirror. When they say, take off all your things, stand up nice and tall, see yourself. And then you start to see yourself and you wiggle out your body and you realize maybe your head's to the side, so you try and correct that. Maybe you roll your shoulders back, you open up your heart. You feel yourself standing equally, feet planted on the earth, ready to be. Libra is ruled by that energy of Venus, Venusian energy. It's love, it's beauty. And also when we see the image of Venus, she's strong, she's powerful, she's like a warrior, she's like Athena. So within you, there's such great courage too. And as we meet here too, we're on this third night of Durga's celebration, the 9 nights of Durga, Navaratri. And today we celebrate Chandraganta, moon essence. It is the wife. It's that wife type of energy showing up to be there, to be of service, but also to be powerful, to be able to take on any challenge, to have all the tools that you need are right in all your hands, and an ability to see clearly, especially when we're in a place of conflict or challenge, or the hurdles of life or whatever they may be, even if they're simple, small, or even if they're gigantic, big mountains that we have to crawl over or even seemingly under, or carrying the weight of the world. All of that is given to us in this moment. And what's given to us is this essence of the divine feminine. And she's asking you to see you in your purest state of form, the beauty that you are. So hands on the heart tells you your body is alive and there's something that is love within you. So as your heart beats loudly, listen to the sound. Let it be the song of your true nature. Mother, singing to you, that place where you feel safe in your heart, in your home. This is a place to go and fall back in love with you so that you can be the love in the streets and that we can sprinkle that love out into the world. So as we see each other in the world today, may we shine our open hearts for all to see, to all to experience. To be that change in the world, let us be that love in the world. And it starts with you. When you garner that love in your heart, it's like you sprinkle that love out into the world, emanating love, radiating love. So let us find this place of being centered in our heart, knowing that as I'm centered in my heart, you become centered in your heart, and all those around you become centered in theirs. And so that what we see in the world is beauty, harmony, an equilibrium of truth, love, and justice. And so from my heart to yours, may you be blessed, beautiful in all ways. Namaste.